at the assorted questions. So first we are going to look at 2019, a question on utility bills. It said Mrs. Malite bought 250 units of electricity at 25 Ingwe per unit. Okay? That is for the first 200 units. And the rest at what? 60 Ingwe. Okay? So they're saying Mrs. Malite bought 250 units of electricity. Are we together?
Yes.
Now, she bought at 25 Ingwe per unit. That is for the first 200 units. Are we together?
Yes.
For the first 200 units, each unit costed what? 25 Ingwe. And for the first 200. Are we moving together? And we know that in total, she bought what's the total quantity of units? 250. Are we together?
Yes.
And then we're taught to say out of this 250, out of 250, we are saying out of 250, 250 units. That's the total units. Now out of this 250, we are saying 200, the first 200, the first 200 units, the first 200 units, she bought at what? At 25 Ingwe. That is per what? Per unit. Are we together? Per unit is 25 what? 25 Ingwe. Are we moving together? That is per unit. Okay, for the first 200, take note. Mrs. Malite bought 250 units. 250 units. Now out of these 250 units, the first 200 units, okay, she bought each unit at what? 25 Ingwe. They are saying at 25 Ingwe per unit for the first 200 units. Are we moving together? Are we moving together? Just for the first 200 units, each unit costed what? 25 Ingwe. Then the rest, it's what? 16 Ingwe. Are we moving together?
Yes.
Okay? So now the first question is saying, how much did she pay for the first 200 units? Are we moving together? So we have been told to say, what have we been told? We've been told to say 1 unit costed how much? 0.25, which is 15 Ingwe. Okay, now what about 200 units? 200 units. So the 200 units is equal to what? Is equal to x. Are we together, people? So these are going to go in. Then you are going to do what? Just multiply. So 1 times x, you get what? You get x is equal to 0.25 quarter multiplied by 200. Okay? So it's x is equal to, now what we are going to do here is, for us to multiply this 0.25 quarter times 200, we are going to write this 0.25 as a fraction. So this one can also be written as 25 over 1. How many decimal places? 1, 2. So we're going to put 2 zeros in. Multiplied by 200. Okay? This is quarter, take note. Then x is equal to 100 into 200, it's what? It's 2. Are we together? So we have 25 times what? Times 2. So x is equal to 25 quarter times 2, get what? You get 50 quarter. Are we together? Okay? So she spent a 50 quarter to buy the first what? 200 what? Units. So this is our question what? Question A. Now question B is saying calculate the total cost of units of electricity Mrs. Malite bought. Okay? So now they want the total expenditure. Okay? The total expenditure for Mrs. Malite. That is on what? On electricity.
Yes.
So we have this 50 quarter gathered for the first 200 units. The first 200 units, how much did she spend? 50 quarters. Now what we want, we need to find now the rest, the remaining. So we know that what was the total quantity of units? It was 250. So out of 250, we are going to say 250 minus what? 200. Okay? What is 250 minus 200? It's what? It's 15. Okay? So now let's find the amount for this. The amount is spent on what? 50 units. Are we together? The amount is spent on what? The remaining 50 what? Units. Now we have been told to say, for the remaining units, she bought each unit at what? 16 way. 16 way each unit. That is for the remaining what? 50 units. So we're going to say, okay, I've been told to say 1 unit, that is the units which remain. Okay, 1 unit is equal to, she paid how much for each? 60. So 0.60. Are we together? 16 way. Okay? Then what was the remaining? 50. So what about the entire 50 units which remains? So 50 units is equal to what? Is equal to x. Are we together, people? So these are going to go, so cross multiply and say 1 times x to get what? X is equal to 0.60 quarter multiplied by what? Multiplied by 50. Is it okay? Yes. Then you move on and say x is equal to, this one can also be written as a fraction, right? Yes. So 0.60 as a fraction is going to be what? It's going to be 60 over 1. How many decimal places? 1, 2. So 60 over what? 100. Multiplied by what? Multiplied by 50. Is it okay, people? Yes. Then you say x is equal to, we know 50 can go into 100, right? Yes. So 50 into 50 is what? 1. 50 into 1 is what? It's 2. Are we together? Yes. So we have 60 quarter divided by what? 2. So x is equal to 2 into 60 quarter, you get what? You get 30 quarter. Are we together? Yes. So this 30 quarter, this is the amount she spent on what? On 50 units. Then this 50 quarter she spent on what? 200 units. But the person is saying, calculate, can you be quiet? Calculate the total cost of units of electricity. Means is what? Malai what? But so for us to find, let's answer question B. Question B, so we are going to say, what are we going to say, people? We are going to say total cost is just the amount is spent on 200 units, which is what? 50 quarter, plus the amount is spent on the remaining what? 50 units. Yes, so we're going to say 50 quarter plus what? Plus the 30 quarter. Is it okay? Yes. When you add these, you're going to get what? You're going to get, is it 8? Yes. 80 quarter. So this is the total cost. Total cost. Is it okay, guys? Yes. Total cost. As simple as that. Unless there are some questions. Not gonna be.